And the host of Super Bowl 50 back in February of 2016. There's a look at the home of the 49ers, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago. This crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Atlanta Falcons. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. And, Charles, for this defense, they're a confident bunch. Some may say maybe too confident at times. How do you think that they approach a game like this when they're taking on a team that's lost 4 straight?
Well, if they're anything like their head coach, they're relying on that confidence. You and I both were sort of surprised at his weekly press conference when he was asked about this being a trap game. And he's almost boasting that he didn't see anything to worry about. That surprised both of us in a big way because we know that could be a dangerous tactic because I can guarantee you the guys on the other side, they heard that, and they're looking for anything to galvanize them.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
They're spinning away. That'll go as a 42-yard punt. They'll be aided by a loss of yardage on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll try the right side with Harris. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
They'll try the air now with Watson. Escaping the pressure right. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Now it's Watson. He'll let one go deep for Howard. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here, as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start. It's certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here, because to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look, 6 DBs. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. '49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. Mayfield. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here. A safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's pile this play away, because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. A 6-2 is their record through the first 8 weeks. Now, Charles, what is your assessment for them in the second half of the season?
Well, I think that the road gets a little bit tougher for them. And when I look at their schedule, I see some of these road games, and I know those are going to be difficult. But this is a good team, so I'm going to go with 11-5. That seems about right, and I think that'd be a nice accomplishment, too.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They hand this off to Harris. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run with Harris. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down now, it's Harris. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Watson now to throw. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 35.
That is one heck of a catch right there. Got his eye on it the whole way and able to make the grab one-handed. Very nicely done, and for a nice chunk of yardage, too.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. On the give, this is Harris. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. 41 yards on the ground for him so far.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Working with a 2nd and 3. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. And that's about the easiest decline call you'll ever have right there.
Well, it leads me to one of my pet peeves, and maybe peeves is too strong of a word, but if you're going to jump off sides, finish the play. Make sure the play ends. Don't jump off sides and stop, because you see the net result here. If you go ahead and finish the play, you don't give up that type of yardage.
They run with Harris. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Watson. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long after that sack. What does Watson have in his arsenal? Looking to throw. Watson. It's brought in by Harris. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. McPherson's kick is good. So when you factor in the safety, this now a 5-point swing.
And look, I'm not going to turn away a 5-point swing because 5 points, that's valuable. Don't get me wrong on this. But if they could have taken that safety and added 7 to it, now you're talking about a really big swing.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now a give, right side. Bean looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look. 6 DBs. From the gun, Mayfield. That'll be caught. It's Isabella. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
They'll run on first down. Yates. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. The Falcons on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. On 3rd down, it's Yates. And he is going to have a Falcons first down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
Second and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Mayfield. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Touchdown! touchdown, Falcons. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is now 2. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he almost flirted with disaster there, but it does get into the end zone before going out, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. A run with Harris out of the shotgun, and this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And Harris is not going to get there. Great work defensively to stop him short. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They go play action. Mayfield. Going deep downfield for Ross. He's got a man. Complete. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. It's a big play there for Atlanta. Pretty good timing. He waited just enough for that post play to develop and laid it right in there.
And you know what a lot of teams do when they decide to throw a post route? Because it's a little bit longer developing play. They max protect. Bring everyone in, keep the tight end in, an extra back to make sure the quarterback has time to deliver the football.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's brought down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Falcons will extend their lead. McLaughlin for the extra point. And that makes it a 9-point game.
Makes the score Falcons 14, 49ers 5.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. On first down, Watson. And connecting here with DJ Shark. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
From the 31, Watson. Flushed out right. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
And he is such a tough quarterback to defend because you got to remember, arguably, he's more dangerous outside the pocket than he is in it. But how about the job they did defensively to stay with the receiver and knock the ball away? I think they had a sigh of relief there because oftentimes when he gets outside the pocket, big plays result downfield.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Keon Crossan. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Following the interception, Mayfield. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Well, Baker Mayfield only 6'1", but he can certainly sling it, and we saw evidence of that right there. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead.
49ers 5.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. The final shot before the break. Watson. He's going to float this one deep right side. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
Both these teams, no doubt, making their final halftime adjustments as we speak. And for the call of the second half, we get it back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
3 yards the gain there, second down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Danielle Hunter in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Rush coming for Watson. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Yeah, that's a 48-yard punt with a coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Mayfield now. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. A big play there on the catch and run. Well, and this is where quarterbacks' passing numbers sometimes get a little bit more inflated than they should, because this is a short little pass, but it goes for big yardage. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. And they're going to get him. He's sagged back around the 28. Justin Matabike in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. Another try after the 1st down sack. Mayfield, and that is incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Mayfield. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Edwards. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
A lot of deflated looks on that defense. It seems like they just cannot find a way to get a key stop on third down. Here's another conversion, and now this offense, they're in a position to go up even further as they've got it 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. Yates, and not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead and fling and try and get a 3rd one.
Yeah, now from this spot on 3rd down, I think he'd probably throw it here.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. They won't even send in a running play here, I don't believe. I think they go ahead and try and throw it for a touchdown.
So 3rd and goal, and the 49er faithful making some noise for their defense. They'll try to run this one in. They push forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. Mayfield firing quickly. It's complete. Touchdown! A great effort there with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 15 on the year. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 23. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. This is Harris. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
On 2nd and 11 now. Watson. This pass caught by Hamler. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Here's Watson. That's caught by Howard. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Faking the give. Now Watson. That'll be caught. It's the tight end, Howard. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
Check 50. Check 31. Check 55.
Watson looks to throw again. Eluding the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Harris. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
Well, you don't have to stretch for this one. This is 4-down territory. They've got to get it in with the deficit that they're facing.
Absolutely. It's not the 4th quarter, but still, I think you can't be thinking 3 here.
No, if you do that, you might as well go ahead and fold up on this one, but I don't think they're built like that.
And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Quick throw completed by Watson. Touchdown 49ers! Kadarius Toney, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Niners are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Now the 49ers electing to lead the offense out there and go for 2. Looking to maybe throw for it here, Watson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the...
It's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. It's a big play there for Atlanta. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Mayfield off the play fake. Oh, a strip. The ball comes out.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Throwing. Mayfield. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Falcons. A great play there. 26 yards. And the Falcons look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that will bump the lead up to 26. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Out of the gun, Watson. The throw for Tony is intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation point, not mark, right?
You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Listen, I go with what you say, my man.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
But you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll try again. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Now a give right side. It's Yates, and he'll take this one down inside the 5 to the 3. It's about a 3-yard pickup there, but more importantly, they're still a few yards away here. It's now 4th down and goal. So out now comes the field goal unit for the Falcons. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard. But that is not the case as we play on here. And now Watson throws another interception. Picked off near the 42. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Well, just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception, and this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
I'm here all day.
To throw, Mayfield. Open man is Ross, complete. His second catch, this one not quite as dynamic as his first, and it's 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And the 49ers are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 76 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Check. Hey, Mike 52.
Here's Watson. That's swung out wide to Harris. And some room to maneuver. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big play there on the catch and run.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Strong right. Even. 4 down. Even. I'm in the pass. You ain't going nowhere. Back to
On 1st and 10, Watson. That's complete to Tony. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Mike 51.
To throw again on 2nd down, Watson. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off near the 34. There he goes right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. McLaughlin now to add the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Watson. And this is incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson.
Open man right side is Tony.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column, but as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
To the air yet again, Watson. Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. And he is finally out of bounds, but he gets all the way down right around the 20.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing, and if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Watson on 1st down. He gets it complete to Harris. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
At the 12-yard line.
51 the mic, boy, 51.
Back to throw, Watson. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Watson. Flush to his right. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable.
52's the mic, boys, 52. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Now Watson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off inside the 5. And now look at him go. Past the 20.
Have some of
And
this.
he takes this
Have
one
some of
back
this.
into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. Might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. A big offensive explosion help leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every